I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is Moon Cresta on the Amstrad CPC. Sorry about the thing popping up at the bottom corner there. That's because it changes scale when it does the intro sequence again, which is kind of cool but not cool at the same time. So you end up with this horrible dirty grey block in the corner because it does it again there, and it starts all over, and it takes about 30 seconds for the silly thing to disappear. It feels like 30 seconds anyway. It could probably be a lot less. Anyway, Moon Cresta, arcade game of the same name, translated into lots of different versions. Appears on the Commodore 64, appears on the ZX Spectrum, and of course appears on the Amstrad CPC. Now, I was interested to see how well it's translated because it's nice, bright, colourful. I'm going to start the game now. Nice, bright, colourful game about just basically shooting down aliens. It's like a Gallagher clone. And the music's the same. It's very much a similar sort of game to the arcade that's there. Pretty tough in the arcade. It's not very forgiving, and as it should be, because you're putting coins in at the end of the day and they need to make some money from you. So the shorter you're on there, the better. Here we go, get the next bit of the ship. So it's quite clever the way it does it. It's like the lives of the parts of the ship, so we'll see the ship go up in a second. Player one. There we go, second part of the ship. Now it's actually got two guns on this one, because the fact is that it's the second part of the ship. So we'll use this. I'll try and get this thing. There we go, and some more. And it's quite nice, actually. The Amstrad does a really nice version of it. I've said this before about the Amstrad having the what I would call the best arcade palette, colours-wise, and especially when you see it playing what effectively is an arcade game that should have been easy for it to translate, and it has been easy for it to translate. It's bang on for the version that it is. It is Mooncresta. In all intents and purposes, this could be as good as the arcade. I will have to do a versus, actually, I think, on this, because it's one of those ones that is so easy to versus with because of the fact that it is properly 8-bit. It looks right. It does the thing it's meant to do, and it looks the way it should be. Let's see. I don't have any lives left though. I'm dead. Oh, it's all over. I've died, and I don't think we've even got a high score. But it's basically there was a sort of a run of and I'm going to press 6 to play straight away, and it's probably going to put the thing in the corner of my screen. Oh, how horrible! Yeah, there was a run of sort of games that were, you know, obviously created as arcade games, and that were sort of part of that genre of game, the sort of the Gallagher, the Space Invaders, and this is where this is born off. This is its home. This is what it is. And it doesn't attempt to be anything else. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon of creating these arcade machines that were gobbling up coins, and I'm sure they were. They were absolutely scoffing them down because people hadn't played things like this. These games and this science style of things hadn't existed before. And I certainly put my money into Space Invaders back in the 80s, early 80s. I think I played it probably 79 when it first came out, maybe 80 when it first hit the UK shores, and I remember thinking, you know, and you wanted to put more in because those are really horrible, because all you can do is left and right on the bottom of the screen. That's really nasty, going right at you straight away. If you don't kill them all quickly, you're stuck. Yeah, I remember it being that kind of game, and to be fair, Mooncresta is just phenomenal. Just does what it's meant to do. I say I must do a comparison thing. I think that you'll find that they're almost much of a muchness. The Spectrum version is pretty good. The Commodore, the one thing Commodore might be able to do slightly better than these boys was possibly it could have done sound, maybe, or possibly. It's only a possibility. I'm saying that it's just a possibility. I don't know whether it would have done, but it is. I guess it's possible. Yeah, it was naughty. That was hid itself away there. Right, let's hope we can get another part here. Shooting that sort of area. It didn't get him. Oh, they're nasty, aren't they? They come right at you like that. I feel really bad. I quite could shoot them up though. I mean, it's simplistic. I love these simplistic ones. I think they work really well. And this is really nice with the colours and the palette. As I say, it does the arcade justice, and it does the Amstrad justice. It's a look, the way, and the speed that it's running at. I mean, it's beautiful, and even the fact that it's still got the loading screen there, it's just brilliant. It looks really, really nice indeed. Got to admit, it's a. Yeah, I'm sure the sound's just the same, by the way, but it just works. could do with getting through a level and not having to do whatever else is. But this is the curse of the tough sort of 8-bit generation arcade game as well. They were tough. All custom boards and things like that to get them to work, until they found out that they could, if they merged sort of things together, they could turn them into almost like gigantic cartridge systems. This is the whole jammer environment, you know, where the boards and things fitted into the same sort of slots and harnesses for joysticks and controllers. So I'm playing this on my Cruiser. Actually, I like my Cruiser joystick. It's a good joystick for this kind of stuff. Right, I could do with making it through a level. That was impossible because that was one coming from the left and the right. I needed to move over just slightly to the left or right there, and just kind of clear one side before I got before I came up there. Just to shoot. I mean, it's just to shoot 'em up, but it's a damn tough shoot 'em up. You can imagine even people queuing up to beat the high score on this one. I certainly can. That's got you. Got me. Should have moved to the left or right. Made mind at the beginning there. Just shot at the thing and hopefully got them. Didn't get them. But yeah, Moon Cresta, really nice. It looks the business. It does the business. It's a shoot 'em up, but it's a good shoot 'em up. It's one of those ones. There's Terra Cresta, which is the sort of scroll along one later, the vertical scroller. But Moon Cresta is quite good. We played it in the arcade challenge. If you go back onto my arcade challenges, we'll see it there. And we played it there, and it was good. We all enjoyed it. It was great fun. It was a joy to play. And on the Amstrad, definitely the same. So yeah, definitely recommend trying that. If you've got an emulator, I think it's called Ape for the Amstrad. Somebody correct me in the comments below, because you guys all know. Or if you actually have an Amstrad, you've got a 464 or a 6128, give it a try and see what you think. It's a good game. Speak to you later. See you now. Bye.